rain and sun at the same time. Quite interesting, but really shows that happiness and say bad luck are always closely connected, and it's just making the most out of both. I'm enjoying my way home from work now. I really find it super fascinating. Maybe I can even tan in the rain because it's sunny and rainy. One thing I want to share, I always like to learn something from everyone, even if you feel like you know people. Oh, this is a weird guy, or I don't like this person. I feel no matter who it is, you can always... Wow, that wasn't so smart. Give me a second, I need to unlock my car. Okay, back in the car. If you wonder about the sound, it's just the rain. Hope it doesn't bother you too much. What I learned today is I worked together with a very cool assistant psychologist, and we both changed careers. As you know, I worked in business before, I worked in automotive, and so I've not always been working in psychology, and when I started to work here, I felt, like I've done all that work. I've did so many internships in business also, gave my best on all the exams, and I feel now it's worthless because they just ask about your psychology experience, and at the moment you start you feel it's zero. And then there are other ones who are maybe a few years younger but have more experience because they just did psychology right from the start. And I don't know why it never came to my mind, but the guy, like the assistant psychologist I was working today with, and I'm so grateful for him saying that, is you do have a lot experience. And I said, how? And he said about the transferable experience, and I don't know why I didn't think about that, but psychology is a lot about relating to different age groups, working with different client groups, and he is right. In business, I worked, for example, when I worked in project management, I worked with also a lot of age groups, but people also in different hierarchies, very senior management, and this all trained my experience in relating to different people, adapting to different situations, working under pressure. And obviously, especially working under pressure is something which happens a lot in psychology as well, especially on the wards in a hospital setting. And it actually made me feel, oh cool, I have a lot more experience than I thought. I do feel about myself quite confident in the work I'm doing, and I feel it's a natural talent of mine to do that. And it's just fun to me, but sometimes in interviews they just ask you about like mere numbers, about how many years are you working already in this role. And obviously sometimes someone who works 10 years in psychology has just more years on his psychology experience list than I have. But now I actually feel I have something more to add. I say, okay, I don't work 10 years as this guy, but I did this and this before, and actually gave me a lot of transferable experience in negotiating with people, working under pressure, relating to different people, being adaptable, and maybe also working in different settings. And that's actually quite cool. So very hands-on advice, but if you think about changing careers and you feel like you need to start from scratch again, you don't, because there's a lot you can transfer. And if people sometimes ask me, do you regret what you did before? And I can certainly say no, I'm grateful for everything I did, because I was genuinely interested in all the things I did before. Did I regret doing business? No, because it's something I really like and I'm interested in. And I would regret feeling like, oh, I've been interested but I never tried it out. Do I regret that I also studied engineering? No, because again, I love cars, I wanted to be closer to cars, and you only find out by doing it. And then some people may say it's a waste, but for me it's just peace of mind and just confidence and showing myself that I'm valuable because I do what interests me. And I'm not shying away from any excuses and saying or finding all the reasons why I shouldn't do something, rather than I just do what my intuition and my heart tells me. And I think that's an important key to happiness, that you can prove that to yourself. And yeah, so I don't regret at no point being a career changer. Sometimes it's hard, but if you then settle for comfort, then yeah, the only thing you may do is feeling comfort, but you never feel fulfilled, or you never feel like, oh, I really made the most out of my life. And therefore I can actually say everything I did, if it was right or wrong, it just even more strongly made me confident in what I'm doing right now. Internships that I didn't like, make me more confident in what I'm doing right now, because I can say I also tried this and it showed me it's not the right thing for me, but therefore I'm even more confident in what I'm doing right now. So just some really hands-on career advice, and think about your transferable skills. I hope that helps, and now driving home and go to gym. These are my favorite parts of the UK, just some countryside with some sheep on the grass and so on. That's so relaxing. There's nothing more relaxing than just hearing the sound of the sheep eating the grass. So nice.